Good musical morning, everyone. Welcome to another terrific Thursday here at Heid Music. And welcome to another episode of Behind the Bench, where we take you behind, above, and beyond the repair bench here at Heid Music. Hope everyone's doing good. Alchemy, hello, good morning. Welcome to the stream. We got a lot of, Keith, good morning. I got a lot of flutes to work on today. Michael, good morning. Sean, and beware the bench. Beware the bench. One of these days we'll go beyond. We gotta figure out what the beyond means, Molly. Beyond the bench. It's kind of like Bed Bath and Beyond. Go work outside. Bring your tools, go outside. Anil, good morning. Yeah, that could be. We could just work on flutes outside. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, but we're only allotted so much sunshine in a day, so we'd really take. Just kidding. What are we drinking this morning? I gotta be honest. My hair's kind of wild today. I've got day-old coffee, so it's not even warm. I was running late this morning, so I just poured it in from yesterday's coffee. Just enough to fill the carafe, though. Carafe? This is what I call in my cup now. Anyways. Tom, good morning. Where did the flutes come from? Oh, all over the place. We had a lot. My workload today is flute, saxophone. Flute. Oh, we got our flute. You play flute? Yeah. She's never told me that before. So we'll get through. I don't know how many we'll get through. We're just going to start at the top and work our way down. The first one we'll work on it'll be interesting. Got some good examples of we work with schools and customers that have small budgets. So it's the first one we're going to work on today probably needs a repad, and a repad means for us, it means completely disassembling it, taking off all the old pads, all the old corks, everything, cleaning the body, flushing it, polishing it, cleaning the keys, tonals, all that stuff. And then we'll do some minor key work to make sure certain areas are going. And brand new pads, brand new felts, brand new corks, all that stuff, get it back up to as new as possible as we can with the repad. That's what our definition of a repad is. Then we have overhaul, where we really focus in on body work and key fit and things like that. Usually that means usually older horns have some issues and they need an overhaul, where we really focus in on the mechanisms of the instrument. But this one, unfortunately, can't afford that. But they still want to play flute. So of course we're going to do our best to get this flute up and running. It's going to take a little work, but that's okay. Because here at Heid Music, we want everyone to be playing music. Everyone. So last week, speaking of playing music, Music in Our Schools Month, and Heid Music has the Big 10 Plus. Have you gone to heidmusic.com/Big 10 Plus? Have you voted on your favorite pictures? You can do it again today. You can minimize this screen, or put it, you can do that thing where you have one tab here and one tab there in the screen. You could do that. There's a link right there in the chat. Go vote. If you have a music program, add it, submit it. There's still time. There's lots of awesome prizes to be won. You go support music programs, and there's some really, really fun pictures on there. Molly, have you voted today? Not yet? Not yet? Okay. It's all right. Yeah. heidmusic.com/Big 10 Plus. Link right there. Check it out. We're happy to support Music in Our Schools Month. We're coming towards the end of that. Then we got a lot of cool stuff coming, by the way. Stay tuned. We got some cool stuff. Well, I don't know what this motion is. This is my stay tuned. We got stuff coming down the pipeline. Coming right in. Cool things happening. But I can't mention it yet. I'm on a what is that called? NDA, non-disclosure agreement. I can't talk about it yet. Also, because I don't have everything memorized yet. So come on, camera, you can still follow me. It's okay. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing all right. I wish I had warm coffee this morning, but that's okay. This'll do just fine. I didn't see what's everyone drinking today. Tea, coffee, warm water. Monster White, is that what that is? All right. By the way, just a little update on my life. I'm all done traveling. The NCAA is finished. The women's team unfortunately got knocked out of the first round, but we made it. We made it to the NCAA, and that's no small feat. So it's always fun because our bands, the Green Bay UWGB Pep Band, is small, scrappy. We don't have like a marching program. We don't have a football team or anything like that. So we just pull from the music department, which it's doing okay, but it's not the biggest. But then to go against these universities that have 400-person marching bands and stuff, it's a totally different vibe. But hey, we're small, we're scrappy, we hold our own. Anyways, I'm glad to be home though. Getting reacquainted with my schedule and my life, a little tough. Anyways, not enough of me talking about me. Who cares about that? We are here to talk about flutes and fixing them and stuff like that. All right. All right, let's get to it. Let's see what we got here. So here is the flute that we're going to be working on today. And there's a few things that right off the bat we're going to notice, okay? I did a little bit last night or yesterday before I left on the foot joint, but so first thing we're going to see, do you see the right underneath the trill foot? Come on. There we go. There's supposed to be cork under there, missing. So that'll be first thing you see, missing corks. Corks that, they'll regulate how high the trill keys go. Like that. Oh, that's some really big venting. But we're going to look at that, and then we're going to see there's a couple torn pads. That one's torn. It's hard to see. The thumb pad is torn. And we see how dirty they are. Pretty dirty. But we're going to clean those up a little bit, get those black marks off. Ooh. See that? So we'll get that fixed. So actually, that's usually where I start. I want to just clean the pads off. And then we're going to disassemble because we're replacing these two pads. And the G-sharp is the hardest to get to, the curved key here. So we have to take everything off to get to it, basically. And we also need to take everything off to get to the trill keys there. You could just, put them on this way, but since I have almost everything off anyways, and those pads are good, we might just do that. I don't know, we'll see. So let's just get started here. All right, so first we're gonna clean them. So I just got a little cleaning rag here, a little cleaning solution on it. It's just a little strip. I think it's just called a cleaning strip. That's where we get them from. But I just gently go under the pad and just pull it through. And it gets some of the grime off. Now these are pretty bad, so I'm not sure how clean we're actually gonna get them. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna try. Oh, okay, doing a little bit better. I don't want to pull too hard or push too hard because pad composition, if we recall from previous streams, it's the backing of it, the thing that's in the horn on the back, that's typically cardboard, and then we have a couple layers of felt and material, and then over that on the traditional pads is a bladder skin, very thin skin that's on there that's actually seals everything. So if I'm too rough or pull too hard or push too hard, those skins will rip, and then that's not good anymore. Then we got to replace it. So I'm just gently doing that. Then as you can see, that's how much dirt I pulled off of the pads. So I just cut that little section off. I'm gonna go a little bit more. I don't know, it looks good, I like it. It makes me feel better about the older pads that are clean, at the very least. And you're cleaning the tone holes at the same time. Which is good, you gotta do that too, Aw, Crumps, you gotta clean the tone holes too, eh? You gotta do that. All right, cool, feel good about that. Now, let's get at this pad here. That's where we're gonna start. So we get out our handy dandy screwdriver and just get to work. Let's see, we got black tea, yes. Orange tangerine tea. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna check that out. I'm not typically a tea guy. I guess the one that I do like is kind of a basic, it's just called throat coat. Just when I do record some things, some podcast stuff, but when I do that, I'm usually drinking a cup of that. I don't think there's any caffeine in it. It's just, it tastes fine to me and kind of become a little bit of a ritual when I'm doing some recording. But I do like a good tea every now and again. I tried to be a tea guy. Just I wasn't able to do it. I think I'm just too impatient is really what it is. Try to be a tea person. I just can't. I can't wait. I can barely wait for a basic pot of coffee. Usually when I'm making coffee, I'll see that it's like almost done, and or there's enough there for a cup, and I'll just pull it out, pour my cup, and that's how impatient I am. Maybe that's what I need to work on. There we go. Finally have a resolution for 2025. Yeah, 3 minutes. I gotta sit there for 3 minutes. I can't do anything unless I have tea or coffee. All right, I lied. I am gonna take all the keys off. I know I said I was going to keep some on, but I'm sorry. I lied. I'm sorry, chat. I hope you can forgive me. All right, that's disassemble and getting this off. Then we get the corks on there. I don't know, Molly. Don't look at me like that. I'm questioning myself. All right, so this is the key that we're trying to take off, right? We can see, you see that tear in there? Oh yeah, there it is. That's good. See that tear at the top? Once that skin's gone and it's just felt, I mean, that's all that's there. Felt is super porous. Air's leaking out all over the place. So once that skin is torn, it's a useless pad. So we got to replace it. Come on. There we go. And we will replace it, that is. Careful, careful, careful. Mainly don't stab yourself. Okay. All right. Of course, we're gonna clean these rods, clean these tone holes, not tone holes, hinge tubes. Well, we'll clean the tone holes too. Kind of already did. All right, let's get to it. So we're gonna take again, how these flute pads are put in. See, there's a screw and a washer that actually holds the pad in. And underneath those, if you recall, there's gonna be paper shims. Little pieces of paper that we use to get the pad where it needs to be level. And that's the way, we like it. I don't know, Molly. No, I'm not okay today, Molly. I told you I was sleepy. I'm a sleepy boy. Okay. Nice glued in. You know, sometimes you can keep old shim. I don't know. So I start from scratch. Boom. Get it out of here. Get out of here with that. All right, so now we're gonna fit a new pad in. That one's too big. That one's just right. But we're gonna take it out because I didn't put any shims in. Usually I have to pop in at least one thicker shim. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Shannon's cats. Join the stream. Glad you're here. And your kitties. We'll start with a 1. Pop that in. It's about the pad protrusion we had before. Pad protrusion, what's that, Adam? Well, I'm glad you asked. What I mean by that is the profile of the pad that comes down from the rim of the key cup. So if there was a ton, I don't have an example. I'll overdo it. Yeah, you know what? For the sake of learning and education, we're going to go way too far in pad protrusion so you can really see what that means. So again, this is purposefully way too much. I'm putting way too many, that's a lot of shims. Woo! So, I don't even have to screw it in. So now, do you see how much the pad is over the edge of the key, the silver there? That's pad protrusion, and that's a lot. That's quite a bit. But that's what I mean by pad protrusion. So when I take a pad out, I just kind of look. Like here's the other one we're gonna replace. And if you look there, it's just a hair, if that. You know, I'm sure there's like measurements to what you're really looking for. But over time, it's just, you get used to it. You know what you're looking for. You know what you want. And you just kind of see it and know. All right. Back to it. Where's the things I need? Chat, where are the things I need? Molly, what'd you do? Oh, okay. All right. So we're gonna see where we're at. We're gonna put this back on, but first, we gotta get rid of the grime. No, the grunch. Remember? Grime, the dirt, the bad guy Grunch. Grunch, the grime guy. All right, so we got the rod. We're cleaning off the rod, denatured alcohol. There, that's shiny. Look at that. And then sip of coffee. Now, if you're writing down the process, the sip of coffee is important to that, okay? So I've got my pipe cleaner here, cleaning out the hinge rod, a key rod, or whatever you want to call it. Make sure that's all done. Good. I'm going to take a little bit of oil. Grunch needs to go. Get out of here, Grunch. What? Gronk? Grunk. Grunk. Not Gronch. What is Gronch? Grunk. What is Grunch? Grunch. Grunk. Gunk. Grunk. Okay, I see where, okay. All right. Molly's the lore keeper. She has notes. Anytime I say something, well, frankly stupid, she writes it down. Make sure I don't forget just how stupid of a thing I said. Sorry. In my house, we don't say the word stupid. We say silly. It's really silly. And I think this stream can be the same. We don't say stupid. We say silly. All right. So, we take a look for a leak in the front. That looks pretty good. Oh no. Look at the back. Look in the back. We see that? What do we see, folks? See all that light shining through in the back of that pad? We got a leak. And what do we say to leaks? Bad leak, go away. And we will. So what's happening is that pad, we're actually going to just put a full shim in because the sides look good. So what's going to happen is when we put that in, it'll shift the pad's kind of back end down a little bit more towards the angle of the tone hole. And that, I think, should solve our problem. Yes. All right, I'm doing it. Next stream, next week, I've been wanting to do a bunch of things for the stream, folks, some silly things, and there's enough people in chat yelling BLBLGA, and I'm gonna do it. We're gonna work on some chat-triggered fun things. I just have to bring home a webcam. All of my webcams are here and I have none at home. Also, good morning, Chris. I see you. I think you just sneak in here while I'm working on flutes. Hide in the corner. Hope you're doing well, Chris. All right. So, if you recall, I'm making a mark on this paper just so my pen works, because what we're going to do is we want the pad, I've got the washer off. Wow, I gotta remember how, I want that pad to go back exactly the same way as it's in, right? Right? So I'm just gonna make a mark, and what I'm marking is, this is gonna be tough. I want a little mark so that the center of that arm, that's where I'm gonna like line up with, okay? Did my camera go weird? It did. So I'm just making a little mark, but I'm gonna hide it under where the washer is. Just like that. Okay? So I know that when we put that back in, that's the orientation we want. Hide in the corner. Didn't even catch that one. John, you're funny. All right. That's 16. I wish I had 16 and a half. I think this, just a single will be good. All right, so we have some wrinkles in it. Wrinkles are no good either. Where's my, Molly? Where's my, oh, here it is. I got, yeah. So this is I call it a pad slick, I guess you can call it. I don't know the official name, but I use it mainly for ironing. Ironing. Yes, okay. But what I do is I just heat it up a little bit, and they're gonna, not a ton, like I can still touch it, but then I'm gonna press it against the pad and just kind of iron out those wrinkles. All right, just a little bit. Iron, 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 iron. Look at that. Now we're wrinkle free. That pad's gonna be good. Woo! Nice. Solid. Good job, Adam. Hey, thanks, Adam. All right. Let's see if Dr. Badleak has been defeated on this key. I need to put this on. Oh, yes, you think you can defeat me, Dr. Badleak? I'm not so easily defeated. You think a small paper shim can take me down? I think not. You shall rue the day that you try to take on Dr. Badleak. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, everyone. All right. Come on. Come on, friendo. You're going. I think that light is shimmering. No, flickering. All right, let's see how we did. All right. Boom. Remember, we got our leak light here. Okay, put it in the horn. Helps us see the leaks. Yeah, not quite yet. We still got more leak. More leak in the back. I told you. Think a small piece of paper can take me on. All right, Dr. Badleak, calm down. Jeez. Try one more. Then we'll go to halves. I think the orientation, I want to make sure that the key, that's opening pretty well. Sometimes some key flexing is in order as well. But I do like the way this one's opening, so. a good time to good morning, Leah. I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Terrific You know, I had a word I wanted to say. A musical morning and a something Thursday. Man. Theatrical Thursday? That might have been it. Did I say that once already? No? That was you? Okay. That's nice. You're having a theatrical Thursday. Tubular Thursday. Theatrical works because it's theatrical Thursday. Also, apparently I can't speak. It's a good chill morning. That's all we're doing. Listening to some grooves. I do my wife and my son are on spring break. My wife's a teacher, kindergarten teacher. They're at home chilling. My son likes to pop on Alexa, play Spotify. And I'm like, hey, I'm using the Spotify this morning. Please don't. I could just see like Rafi Kids music or Disney music just pop in and then boom, hit with a copyright. Or the texter, oh, by the way, don't use the Spotify. They're having a good time. Crumbs, you know, they deserve a break. All right. Uh-oh, here it is. This is going to be the one. I took a day trip to Half Price Books yesterday? No, Tuesday? Monday. What day is it? Who am I? Where are we? Molly said it's Thursday, but with the biggest yawn I've ever heard. Yeah. All right. There we go. So do you want that to come up just a little bit? There we go. Now we're good. Whoops. Can't see it. Come on, camera. There we go. We got that leak away. Good job, everyone. The leak in back is gone. I'll take it. Next, let's party. Let's do our trill keys, because that's the next thing to go on. And remember what's missing on the trill keys? Our, okay, enunciate. Corks, foot corks. First we want to make sure all that old stuff is off. Crime Stoppers have won again. Whoa. Dr. Badleak came in here thinking he could just ruin this flute. Not anymore. Not when the Crime Stoppers are here. Crime Stoppers. They stop crime and other stuff. It's so dumb. I'm so stupid. Why do they let me do this? Oh, gosh. Oh, boy. Beans, oh, boys. I tell ya. and other stuff. That's it. That's the theme song for Crime Stoppers. It's just that. You'll let me do this? Yeah. Yeah. Crime Stoppers, we stop crime. Crime Stoppers, and other stuff. It just stops, and then everyone just kind of freezes for a second, awkwardly looking at the camera, and then it flash cuts to the next scene of the show. Working on the anime. Doesn't Dr. Badleak have a theme song too? I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that. Just like Dr. Badleak, Dr. Badleak. ruins your horn every day. Leaks all over the place. Hey, Dr. Bad Leak. I don't know. Or what if it's just like this, like, just this wild, crazy, heavy metal, and then just at the end it just goes, Dr. Bad Leak, and that's it. There's no other words. It's just a heavy instrumental. Whew. Uh-oh. Blooper reel just for streams. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, you just reminded me we do that. And then show everyone in the company that. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, but everyone doesn't. Oh, great. Crumps. Hey, that's okay, you know? As a good friend of mine would say, you gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. All right, so during that whole fiasco of just absolute wildness that made no sense, and will probably keep me up at night with how embarrassed I am by what I just did. Anyways, what I did was I put glue on the back of these, on the key, right? And then I put glue on the cork. I'm letting it dry. I want it to get nice and tacky. Because if the glue's wet and you try to put it together, it won't adhere right away. And on anything that we glue cork to, if it doesn't instantly adhere, neck corks, tenon corks, key corks, any of that, if it moves a little bit, it's not ready. You know, you gotta redo it. You could maybe hold it there, but in my experience, it just doesn't make a good bond, and it'll end up falling off. And we don't want that. We want what we do to stick. Ha ha! Glue joke. All right. God, there's another one. I was full of them today. So, boom. There it is. A little bit of pressure. Lined up perfectly. That doesn't always happen for me, but here we are. Look at that. Off camera. Adam, come on. Be a professional. I refuse, frankly. All right. If you want a professional, go to Chris. Hi, I'm a millennial, and I have self-deprecating humor to get by. Anyways, whoa, we got kind of deep there. Anyways, flutes, they're great. Are they? Molly, geez. We really got to get one of those. We got to get one of those. We got to get in this. So this mic, I love it. I got it. There's an upgraded one that have one receiver, 2 mics, so all your little comments can be heard. But then you'll never stop talking. That's true. Whew. Yeah, sorry everyone. Got a little deep there. Got a little too real. All right, push it down, squash it, put it in a box, separate it from the rest of your life, deal with it later as a mental illness. All right, so we got those corks on, and now we're gonna continue on. What is wrong with me today? Oh, I think what happened is they mentioned the blooper reel, and I realized it's gonna be, and now I just can't stop. Like, I'm too scared to, oh my gosh. All right. I'm too nervous, which is making me do worse and do more things. Ugh. All right, we can right the ship. We can go forward in a proper, okay way. All right, so those corks are on, and those are opening pretty good. Pretty good, well. Good enough. Okay, let's get the lower stack. So, I don't remember where the lower stack was in terms of leaks, but together as a repair family. That's what you are now, by the way. You're all repair interns. You're all repair apprentices. You're learning. Maybe one day you can work beside me. Molly's got a new bench. Can we take a look at that? Let's take a little look. You following me, camera? Yeah. Look at Molly's new bench. Look at that bench. Look at that. You got a shelf on top. We got the light coming soon. I think we'll get it up maybe today. We could probably do that. Big bench. It's great. Pegboard's up. She painted it. It's looking good. It's great. It's great. Grand. Wonderful. I'm not jealous that I'm not getting new stuff. I'm fine. I'm just joking. She deserves it. She's doing wonderful. Oh, I should probably go back to normal camera. Sorry. Woo. All right. You know why I think what's happening is I have cold coffee today. And maybe that's just hitting me different than warm coffee. And that's why I'm acting up. The real Adam's coming through. Everyone be scared. Everyone thinks I'm quiet, but on the inside, I'm just silly. Remember, we don't say stupid anymore. All right, so we got the lower stack back on, the right-hand cluster. Okay? Yeah, cold brew does hit different. Unfortunately, I don't have cold brew. I just have cold coffee from yesterday because we didn't make fresh coffee. So I do like a cold brew every now and again. And you're right, it does hit different. Anyways. All right. We got that on. We got the light in. Let's take a look. Womp, womp, womp. Sorry. So I've gone ahead and deregulated the lower stack. What I mean by that is, excuse me. So if we look on the top of the flute here, there's a, come on, there it is. There's an adjustment screw. And then underneath here, there's another adjustment screw. And then on top here, there's an adjustment screw. Right there. If you're a flute player, don't touch these. If you're not a flute player, don't touch these. Let a repair tech do it. But here we are. I've backed all of those off because what they do is each one of these keys and these pads, as you can see, interacts with the F, right? Individually. And sometimes on other flutes, they will interact with the second key. And then when we put the upper stack on, it'll interact with the third key sometimes. But for right now, that's what's happening. So what I do and what we want to do is make sure that these pads are sealing individually first before we introduce the mechanism that seals two pads at once. Because we can't get them to seal together if they're not sealing individually, right? And we're only as strong as our weakest pad. Sure, okay, we looked at each other like, oh, did that make sense? Kind of. All right, so let's take a look. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so this is gonna be tough to see. I'll cover up these lights maybe. A little leak in the back. I don't think you can see that. And you have concert coming up, spring concert. Can't play that flute part, can ya? Dr. Badleak strikes again. All right, and we got a. Oh, that's good. That's good. And then down here, I think that's a bent key, so we'll flex that key over. I think we just need a little shim in the back. So what I'm going to do. This is one of those things that maybe will scare people. Yeah, but we're gonna do it anyways. This is a Sharpie. Hashtag not sponsored. Fine point. I look to see where that leak is. There's also, we have these little pieces of paper too, right? Don't you have one of those with the circles? Yeah, it's the other thing you can do. Maybe I'll use that. This other thing too, it's from Chris, thanks Chris. So we got this pad of paper and it's got the, kind of like what you're looking at for the key, so that we know like I'm going to mark Like right here is where the leak is. So I know when I take that out, when I take the pad out, it's upside down in my mind, so I'll have to flip it right here. Not upside down in my mind, upside down in real life. But I know that pad, that's where I gotta put a shim. That's where the leak is. That's where the precipice is. So we'll do that. Dr. Bad Leak hiding in the back corner. I'm in the shadows. You think you can play, but you can't. So I was taught, I do like the pad better. I had forgotten about them, but how I was taught, it might have been in school that I did this, but if you take a Sharpie, you can mark it on the key and a little denatured alcohol will wipe it right away. Just take it right off. That way on the pad, you don't have to flip it in your mind because we looked at it this way and the leak is in the back corner, but when you flip it up, it's now on the top corner or towards you, right? So I suppose you can just mark it that way here, or just know, or just do it. I like these. I didn't realize they were on it's an actual pad, like a notepad. That's cool. Okay, we're gonna see what's going on in here. So again, a lot of these pads could be replaced. They're old, they're kind of worn. But again, this customer has a budget and they can't afford that, but they want to keep playing. So we're doing, again, what we call a playing condition. We're taking away the worst of the issues and trying to get it to play well enough. Yeah. So this pad doesn't have a mark, so I am going to go ahead and make sure. Oh, come on. It has one. There we go. Just going to pop it out. I wish I had a better way to get the pads out aside from just this tiny screwdriver. All right, so we have that out, and we have some shims glued in. And we're going to copy that. So this mark, again, we have to flip it around because the key is upside down. So we're going to put a little bit of a shim down in there. Oh, I don't need this anymore. Get out of here. I think I'm going to use a 3. Come on. Where's Molly? What'd you do with the? Usually by now I find it. If I start to blame you, I see it right away. All right, I'll just get a new one. All right. So we're going to adjust this shim. I'm just cutting a little section there. And then we'll get out our glue, shellac, a little dab. I finally have a new tweezers. Why? Why? Stop. Okay. Drag it through there. I'm gonna put it in where we have the leak. In the back corner. Put our pad back in. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, there we go. Boom. Got him. Take that, Dr. Bad Leak. Silly doctor. You can't call him Mr. Bad Leak because he did go to leak school. He's got a doctorate in messing up your instruments from the School of Hard Knocks. I'm just surprised it takes 6 years to get that doctorate. It's like, huh, you'd think you figure it out, but. All right, let's take a look. Boom. Got it. Did it affect the other side? Nope. Okay, moving down. All right, so I think this other keys just needs to be flexed over a little bit. Leaker station, like a dissertation, leaker station, leaks. Leah, why did you do this to me? Leakseration. Aaron, good morning. I tried to say a word I don't know. You know how well that went. So I got my J.L. Smith. Chris, I just got these. Not just, but I ordered them. Nice leather for key negotiation is what I call it. Still getting used to them because it takes very little to convince a key to go where it needs to go. I'm still getting used to how much that is. Leaksertation. Thank you. You need to phonetically spell it out for me. Just like that. I think it's a little bit more. Little bit more. There we go. I also like to do this. You got the key cup, the pad. Also, I've seen this around, and I've been using it, kind of liking it. I've seen it in saxophone repair too. Got these little strips of leather here. But you'll put that, and then I got this is the thickest felt that I have. But you'll put it under the key, and then preferably on flute, like on the washer, and then you can flex it a little bit with your hands. I do that with saxophone, with the leather, to kind of flex keys. I've been using it on flute a little bit. I think it's pretty, oh, this one's got a leak in the back. I think that's pretty good. Just gotta be careful that you're on the washer and not the pad, because otherwise you'll just flex the pad and kind of crush the opposite side, and you don't want that. But I did just notice another leak, so we're gonna, I was hiding in the corner. Dr. Bad Leak. You little bean. All right, so I want to practice doing it the opposite way. So, one more leak on the lower stack. As a good friend of mine would say, pitter patter, let's get at her. Because we're the grime stoppers. We get rid of grime stoppers, and other stuff. Boom. Let's make a mark. What is that, like a witness line? Is that what that would be? Maybe that's it. It just says a full shim. I want to see what's under there. Let's glue it on so I won't. Excuse me. All right, so we got our shim, about the same size. A little glue on it. There we go. We have it marked a little bit more towards the back corner here. That's where Bad Leak was hiding. Dr. Bad Leak. Oh, that came off. In which case, I will switch this up. Put the full shim in, and then we'll put the partial shim in. Still got a little glue on it. That full shim was already in there. There we go. I like that better. I think that's gonna be really good. Let's take a look after we take a sip of coffee. Tuba fair. Tuba fair. What is wrong with me today? Cold coffee's not working, yeah. All right, so pretty sure this will be good. We'll take a look, take a peek-see, take a little peek-see. And if it is, take a little Molly minute. You have something to work on? You have something to do? You gonna put that pad in? You gonna put that pad in? I don't know why I'm going high voice. 'Cause I'm going crazy. End of sentence. Yep. Yep. Hear my voice break? Yep. Yep. And other stuff. So, we got the lower stack going. It's going great. And we're going to keep moving up the horn on this one. But first, everyone's favorite segment. Ladies and gentlemen, friends of all ages, we have the Molly Minute. Bring!
Hi. Today I have a accent clarinet, and I'm going to be putting in this pad and kind of showing how we seal it on the clarinet. It's the same as, well, putting in it like saxophone pads. Just take glue, heat it up with my little torch here, and put the glue on the pad. Make sure we got enough on there so that it'll stay in the key cup, but not too much, because if we have too much, then it will start leaking out and make a mess. So yeah, just got a little bit, almost out of glue on my tiny glue stick here. Alrighty, and then I like to, heat up the key cup just so we can, so the glue melts in there and gets all nice. Can move it around so we got glue evenly everywhere. There we go. Yeah, just gotta let it cool a bit, and then we'll put it on the clarinet and see if we can seal it. In my many times of doing clarinets, I have found that the bottom 4 keys here are some of the more difficult ones to seal. I'm not sure why that is, but it just is. Alrighty, we're gonna put this key back here on the clarinet. Alright, so I got my key oil here, just putting it where the screws will go so that nothing gets stuck. And then yeah, I'm just putting in these screws in here. And then we will see if we can get it to seal. Oh, come on. Sometimes these screws do not like to work. All right, there we go. I'm gonna turn on my pad cup heater. It's, oh yeah, you can see it. And then, where's my feeler gauge? Oh, there it is, found it. I have these little thing, what is this called? You get these from J.L. Smith, and we get them in this little container here, and we actually cut them in half because they're not, they were too wide. So we cut them in half so we can get better knowledge, I guess, of where the leaks are. So I'm just gonna take my feeler gauge here, and I'm feeling around to see if it catches or not. Wherever it doesn't catch, we wanna lean the pad so that it catches, so that it will seal. So I notice that it doesn't really catch in the front. So, taking my, what is this called? Pad slick. And just gonna move the pad a little bit. That was way too much, but it's okay. Just moving it a little bit. Yeah, it's basically the whole thing. You just gotta keep going until it'll seal. It's very much fun. Very much fun. I know. But yeah. So this one, and this one. Sometimes this key, I've found that those are the ones that I take longest with in order to seal. Just trying to get it to seal on every single side. I'm not sure why those are the most difficult to seal. Maybe because they're the biggest pads. But yeah.
It's all in your head.
Adam said it's all in my head. I don't think so. Well, looks like we're almost there. Just a little more moving around. I think I brought it too much to the front, so we're gonna move it a little bit to the back. See if that will make it better. Sometimes I forget sometimes that this pad cup heater is heating up the actual cup, and I will touch it and it's hot, and then I remember that it's hot. Adam's sighing. There we go. Yeah, that's how we seal clarinet pads. It's very much fun, and I like it. I enjoy clarinets a lot. They're my favorite woodwinds so far. I mean, I've only done 2 woodwinds, and one of them was flutes. So right now, clarinets are my favorite woodwinds. So yeah, that was clarinet padding. It's very much fun.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, the Molly Minute. Bring! Dings in the chat, everyone, for Molly. Good job, Molly. She's doing wonderful. Molly's family that's watching, you should be proud. Molly, how long you been interning here, apprenticing? Was it almost a year and a half, maybe?
Almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
A year and a half and 2 months.
A year and a half and 2 months. Doing awesome. Dings in the chat. Round of applause for Molly. Nice. All right. Let's get back to this flute that we're working on. So I went ahead and put a couple more keys on. So we're looking at a little bit more shimming, and then I think we'll be good to go. So split key here. I also have the thing up. I'm trying to remember how many 3 pads. We did 1, 2, and we'll have a third one here. I think we'll do that one there in the back. Okay, so let's mark it. So we're gonna turn it this way so we have all 4. We're good here. This one I want in the back. So I'm gonna actually mark where I want the shims to land here. So I'm walking through. This one here, we're gonna slide over there. Slide on both sides. And underneath. I think we're gonna replace that pad. And then back here. So replace, and we're going to like here to here. Okay. Cool. Let's do it. Take off the stack here. We'll get to those keys in a moment. So our double key here. I'm gonna replace one pad and do a little shimming on the other. Oh yeah, because we got leaks all over the place. Dr. Bad Leak made a home here. Got a summer home in this flute. Comes here during the winter. Summer home in the winter? What am I talking about? I don't know, gang. Sometimes I wonder about me. Okay. Boom. Flip it. Okay. So this one we're shimming. We're going to replace the other one. See what we got. Witness marks. We'll make one. Come on. There we go. Just got full shims in there. Oh, this one, I think that will be perfect. Gonna re-up on the liquid shellac. I wish this stayed longer. But it doesn't. Nothing I can do about it. Except move on. All right, a little bit of glue. Just a dab will do ya. Bada bing. Let's see. I'm gonna negotiate that there. That feels good. Might be a little big, but we'll see. All right, I feel good about that. We'll see where we're sitting, but this pad here we're gonna replace because this one was like a Ripples chip, just wavy, wavy, wavy. No, thank you. Get out of here. I'm seeing what we have for shims here. And a full, 2 fulls, and a chunk. Okay. What am I doing? Who am I? All right. Let's see. Get a new pad in there. Well, that's a little too small. Can't do that. That's still too small. But this one, just right. It's like Goldilocks. Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Adam and the multiple shims. Yeah, that works. Sure. Why does everything have to be a thing? Don't worry, I'll write it down. Thanks, Molly. Molly's writing it down. Like I said, she never lets me forget. I think that's way too much. This is a thicker pad. Forgot about that. I'm actually gonna see what that does. See where that lands. We'll know pretty quick. Boom. No. Ready? Boom. First try. So the little bit of wrinkles in there, iron them out. That's what we do. Little fire, get our iron. You gotta iron when the iron's hot. What? A little bit more. Not quite getting it. And I think once we get these pads, we'll be pretty close to being done with this. We got one more pad to replace, but I think that'll go pretty smooth. And then we can see if we can move on to another one. Eh? Ah, crumbs. Fire and hammers. Y'all, that's like most of our tools in repair. You heat it and you hit it. Boom. Heat it, hit it, get it gone. There's another one. Heat it, hit it, get it gone. I have friends, I swear. All right. Okay, we do need another one in there. So that's good to know. I think this one is, well, we're tilted, so that could be half the problem. It's bent. So we're going to straighten it. There we go. But we do need another full shim in here with a little low. Not another, we didn't put any in. Okay. Yes, my workshop's a dwarven forge. You're not wrong. I kind of get grumpy like a dwarf too. Dwarves of fantasy, you mean, right? My wife is texting me comments instead of commenting in the chat. I can't read your text. Comment in the chat. All right, so with this pad here, we're gonna put a full shim in. I think that'll bring the back up just enough. And we don't have a lot of pad protrusion, that's about right. And if we need a little bit more, we'll have to go half shims in the back, because I don't want any more than that for pad protrusion. That's about even with the other one. So that's where that's sitting. Should we call the repair shop the Bellows? Because it's like a dwarven forge. Welcome to the Bellows. We don't have that much heat, I guess. Still be cool. What? The Bellows. Do you know what I'm talking? You know what that is? Okay, never mind. Yeah, we need a little bit more. We gotta bring that down a little bit. Oh, I went a little too far. Why don't you know it? Me? No way. Not me. There we go. Okay, one last time for good measure. Let's go do a little bit of step shimming in there. You could just put a thick shim and a half of one, but you're gonna like develop this like step in the pad. You'll see a ridge basically. But if we put a couple of thinner ones and stack them up, it kind of slopes up into where you need it to be. Step shimming. I wonder if Don's heard of step shimming. That's the joke, Molly. I'm Molly, here's the joke.
I am not Drax.
All right, so we're gonna take just one. How am I talking in the chat? That's funny. How am I typing? All right, so this here, There we go. So we got that one, and then we're going to, oh, here's that razor blade I was looking for. Anyways, easily distracted, Adam. Come on. So I put one in, now we're gonna put the second one in, and we'll see if we can show it on the camera. They do kind of blend in a little bit because it's the same color. We'll see what I can do here. Now, hopefully you can see, maybe? No, not really, but that blue, there's a larger one that comes to, you know, right there, you can see that line, but then there's a second one that's shorter, that's a little bit back, so you're sloping up into where the leak is in back, because if you put just a thick one in there, it'll create this edge in the pad that you'll have to combat. I sometimes do it opposite. I'll put the smaller one on the bottom and the larger one on top. I don't know, maybe there's nothing to it, but in my mind that kind of helps ease those ledges. Molly, did you just hit your knee again?
It was my shin, but yes.
Molly's got a new bench and all of a sudden she can't handle it. Hitting her legs, getting hurt, burning herself. All right, I think it's gonna be good. Let's put the key back on. Oh, Crumpton, let's see where we're at, eh? Much better. You need a little bit more. So that's keep making the angle a little off here because the keys, they need to be flat, but sometimes they need to move up and down. But we'll come back to that. Do need just a little bit more on the side and we're almost there. See, we're gonna go, that's gonna be, think about it, Adam, right here. That's where that pad's gonna need to go. Precipice of that leak, and over here, let's see if we, where's my, oh, here it is. Molly's stealing everything. Oh, come on. There's just a little bit in back there. There. All right, I think that just, once that's aligned, that'll be good. You see one more shim in it. So this is flute work, you know, you kind of take the key on and off a couple times. I feel like I gotta slow down a little bit. I think for the stream, I'm feeling like, energy's dragging, we gotta keep it going, let's go, let's go, let's go. But you know, it's just a chill Thursday, y'all. It's a musical morning, don't need to rush. Sometimes you gotta slow down and smell the shims, you know? Just chill out. Smell the shims. What do shims smell like, Molly? They smell like success, motivation, all right? They smell like patience, putting your everything into the repair. They smell like this person playing this flute, killing it on the next concert, doing great. That's what shims smell like. Oh, whoo, knocked the key right off. But it's glued in, we're good. All right, so actually I think this shim is what I want. I'm gonna trim it a little bit. Not I think, I know. There's my tweezers. A little bit more shellac. I probably put too much on here. On the paper, that is. Just gotta chill out. Let's see, yeah, we're back here with that leak. Come on. There we go. There we go. That right there. That's going to be good. Yeah, shims don't smell like Dr. Badleak. Dr. Badleak. Whew. Dr. Badleak smells like heartbreak. Smells like people thinking it's them, but it's not. It's Dr. Badleak. Deception. That's what Dr. Badleak smells like. Squeaky notes. Disappointment. There we go. All right, good. Wow, time is flying. We only have like 10 minutes left. I should have been paying more attention to the clock. What's everyone got plans for on this weekend? What's everyone got plans for on this weekend? Did it? It made just enough sense that you can decipher what I'm asking, but not enough sense in the English language to be correct. Probably from, Molly said I've heard worse sentences. Probably from me. Quiet. All right, we got a leak back here, and then we're going to replace that pad, and then we're going to make sure all our regulation's good. And this flute's going to be singing. You're doing great, Adam. Thanks, Adam. All right, so we'll get these two going at the same time. So this one here, we've got a leak in the back corner. Ah, yes, you thought you were close to done, but then Dr. Badley comes in and takes away your success. You've got a solo on a spring concert? No, you don't. Dr. Badleak. Dr. Badleak. Okay. Here we go. Glue. Oh, I should have used my tweezers. What are you doing, Adam? There we go. This one I'm going to put 2. But again, kind of step it. Step it up. Step up. Let's see. Chores. See, that's what we got going on this weekend. Yeah. Actually taking a little trip. A little tiny vacation we got going on. The Little Gray family. Be fun. Little getaway. So it's a snow here too, so that's always fun. But we're going to like a water park thing. Going where Dr. Badley can't find me. All right, I think that'll be good there. Let's go ahead and replace this pad. Same process as before. So here we can see how bad that skin is torn? Right here you can see the yellow being gone. So once that happens, ineffective. Doesn't seal, doesn't work. Not our friend anymore. They've succumbed to the grime gang. Wait, what is that? What are the grime stoppers? What is Dr. Badleak's gang? I don't know. Did we figure that out? We haven't. We have some lore to fill in. Just got a bunch of villains, but no actual names for the group. What do we think, Chad? What's a good name for the full group of evildoers preventing us from playing well? The folks that the Grime Stoppers are fighting. Grime Stoppers are off, of course. Because you got Grunk, the grime guy. You got Rusty the what was Rusty? Bent Betty. Oh, Bent Betty. Bam, blam. Oh, Bent Betty. That's good. I remember that. We had some bent keys. I forgot. Grunk the grime guy. Rusty. Rusty Pokey the spring. Misalign. Misalign was good. There's more.
Henchman, Crook, and Ed.
The henchman, Crook, and Ed. Yeah, that's really. Hey, you gotta have fun. You pull your own fun wagon, you know? No one's gonna pull it for you. Just gotta think of like a name. What is that group called? All right, so we've got this key replaced. Not the key, how about the pad? We don't need to replace the whole key. Pad replaced on the thumb. We'll see where that's sitting as well. I'm going to do that first because we'll have to take that on and off a couple times. Oh, Bent Betty. Corey Corrosion. That's very good, Justin. Dang, that's good. It's not often that you just put a pad in and it seals. I like that. That's very cool. That doesn't happen often. Dings in the chat for that one. All right, let's see where we're at here. And that will probably be it for today, folks. The stream really flew by. Probably because I kind of just like blacked out there for a good 20 minutes, I think, in the middle of it when I was like saying all those things that I'm going to regret. All the bloopers are coming my way. Great. Great. Grand. Wonderful. Oh, but ooh, that's my favorite. Good. I do like to let flutes sit a little bit, especially when I'm putting new pads in. Sometimes they, I don't know, move, adjust a little bit, and we'll seat them too. Put a tiny little seat in there. Seat meaning like where the pad forms a bit to the tone hole, I guess would be the best way to describe it. How it sits on top, the seat. Cool. Cool. Well, boom, there we were. There we were. Wow. There we are. Here we are, drinking water out of this wonderful Heid music cup. Ah, that's good. Anyways, thanks again for hanging out. Another terrific theatrical Thursday. Remember, heidmusic.com/Big10+. Last week to be going on there voting. Check out your favorite programs. Help them win some prizes, you know? You can vote every day, once a day. And yeah, stay tuned for some other cool stuff we got coming down the pipeline. Is that a real thing? Anyways, thanks so much. Have a wonderful day. And as always, keep her going.